I think John Paul II, it would have been a wonderful, unimaginable gift to have experienced the reality, the reality of Wojtyła as a pastor, and the stories you hear, the stories that we've been told by, in particular, this friend and first a student of his, and the person that he brought to Rome at the founding of the Institute, and regarding the way he engaged young people. And of course, this is a fundamental reality of their lives. I mean, what about marriage and family and sexuality and human love? And he was preoccupied with this, and they loved him. But it's also important to see that that was so central in terms of the engagement of the political situation, which was so perilous. And that is that the future of humanity is not going to be passed on so much through the politics, the political order, but it's going to be passed on through the culture, which means the families that make up the culture and the fundamental realities of the family. In other words, that is where the image of God and the virtues and the meaning of sexuality as the communication of love and so forth, that's where it's passed on. I mean, and the reality of the church, and the two of those. But I think that's why that was manifest in his life. And it's a somewhat, you think that God has a sense of humor, because the Polish government didn't resist the election of John Paul II so much because he had not been, they didn't find him as aggressive politically. And so they thought they could work with him politically. What they failed to grasp is how profoundly he was shaping the culture intrinsically in terms of the daily lives of these young people. And I think in the end, this is a key to what became the fall of communism in 1989. It seems clear that when he visited Poland, if he had encouraged people, there could have been an attempt at a political revolution, which could have been disastrous. And instead, with his communication to these people, he stayed emphasizing these realities of the faith, and in the long term, look at the results. And I really think there's a lesson there, that we have to recognize for the future the reality of the family is absolutely fundamental for the maintenance of the integrity of human civilization and for the vitalization of the church in her presence in the world.